Ancient strategy, modern sales, one usable line per episode.
Last time, we learned that urgency breeds errors, that speed without precision costs more than patience. Today, why the best salespeople don't win in the meeting. They win before it starts. I used to think the pitch was everything. Walk in, deliver, close. The better you performed in the room, the better your results.
And what changed?
I watched a colleague close a deal I couldn't. Same product, same prospect type, but she spent 3 days preparing what I spent 3 hours on. Her meeting lasted 30 minutes. Mine lasted an hour. She closed. I didn't. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why preparation changes everything. Here's what most salespeople prepare: the deck, the demo, the pricing, maybe some objection responses.
And what do they miss?
Everything about the other side. Their priorities, their politics, their timeline, who's really making the decision, what they're afraid of.
That's the gap. Most preparation is about what you'll say. Real preparation is about what they need to hear. And those are never the same thing.
Never.
What you want to say serves your agenda. What they need to hear serves their decision. Preparation bridges that gap. Before you walk in the room, when you prepare conditions instead of speeches, the meeting runs itself. Think about what preparation actually does. It removes uncertainty, not theirs, yours. When you know their world, their pressures, their constraints, their language, you stop guessing and start responding.
And that changes the conversation.
Completely. An unprepared salesperson reacts. A prepared one navigates. Reacting is survival. Navigating is strategy.
So preparation is really about confidence.
Not the confidence of knowing your product. The confidence of knowing their world. When you understand their situation as well as they do, you don't need to convince. You just need to connect the dots. Hold this, we'll tie it to Sun Tzu.
That explains why talent alone isn't enough. I can improvise well, I can think on my feet. But improvisation without context is just guessing with style.
And guessing eventually fails. Talent covers gaps in good times. Preparation prevents gaps in all times. Sun Tzu opens with this in laying plans. He lists 5 factors that determine victory: the moral law, heaven, earth, the commander, and method. Before any battle, assess all 5.
5 factors before fighting.
His point: victory is decided before the battle begins. The general who calculates wins. The general who doesn't calculate loses. Calculation here means preparation, understanding every variable before you act.
So Sun Tzu was saying the outcome is decided in the planning, not the fighting.
Precisely. In sales, the variables are the prospect's world, their goals, fears, politics, timeline, decision process. The salesperson who maps these wins. The one who wings it relies on luck.
So what should preparation actually cover?
3 layers. Each one compounds your advantage. First, context. What's happening in their business right now? Not last quarter. Now. What pressures are they facing? What did they just announce? What's keeping the decision maker up at night?
Second,
stakeholders. Who's in the room? What does each person care about? The CFO cares about cost. The end user cares about ease. The VP cares about looking smart. If you prepare one message for all 3, you've prepared for none of them.
And third,
conditions. What needs to be true for them to say yes? Not your conditions, theirs. What objections will surface? What alternatives are they considering? If you know the obstacles before you arrive, you can remove them before they appear.
So preparation isn't about memorizing a pitch. It's about understanding the landscape so well that the right words come naturally.
When you know their world, the words take care of themselves. You stop performing and start serving. And service is what closes deals.
So what does this look like in practice?
30 minutes of research before every meeting. Not on your product, on their world. Read their latest earnings call. Check their LinkedIn posts. Talk to someone who knows them. One insight about their situation is worth 10 slides about yours. Here's the reframe. Talent is what you do in the room. Preparation is what you do before. Talent is impressive. Preparation is effective. And in sales, effective always beats impressive.
So preparation is the real competitive advantage.
The one nobody can take from you. Talent varies day to day. Preparation is consistent. And consistency is what builds a career, not moments of brilliance.
One insight about their situation is worth more than a perfect pitch.
Because insights show you understand. And understanding is the foundation of trust.
But what if I don't have time to prepare deeply for every meeting?
Then prepare for the 3 that matter most. 5 minutes of preparation beats 0. Know one thing about their situation that they don't expect you to know. That single moment of, you did your homework, changes the entire dynamic. Now, the one line for this episode.
Let's hear it.
Prepare the conditions, not the speech.
That's the shift.
Before your next meeting, don't rehearse what you'll say. Research what they need. Understand their context, their stakeholders, their conditions. When you prepare the landscape, the conversation finds its path.
So the line is a prep check.
Stop polishing slides. Start mapping their world. 2 more tools. Before any meeting, ask yourself, what's the one thing they're dealing with right now that I can connect to?
That focuses the preparation.
One relevant insight beats 100 features. Find their pain point before you walk in, and the meeting becomes a conversation, not a presentation.
And the second?
In the first 2 minutes of the meeting, say this. Before I share anything, I'd love to hear what's top of mind for you right now.
That validates whatever preparation I've done.
And fills the gaps you missed. You prepared the conditions. Now let them tell you the weather.
3 tools. One that names the principle, prepare the conditions, not the speech. One that focuses prep, what's the one thing they're dealing with? And one that opens the meeting, what's top of mind for you?
All serving the same goal, understanding their world better than anyone else in the room. Let's lock them in.
Here's my takeaway. Talent wins sometimes. Preparation wins consistently. The meeting isn't where you win, the preparation is. Research their world, map their stakeholders, know their conditions.
Keep going.
Sun Tzu said victory is decided before the battle. The general who calculates wins. In sales, the salesperson who prepares wins. Not by performing better, but by understanding deeper. The principle, effective beats impressive. Preparation beats talent.
Drill zone. Come back here 30 minutes before your next important meeting. You have a meeting in an hour. Your instinct says review the deck one more time. What do you tell yourself?
Prepare the conditions, not the speech.
Again, like you've already decided to research, not rehearse.
Prepare the conditions, not the speech.
Good. Now the focus question.
What's the one thing they're dealing with right now?
And the opener.
Before I share anything, what's top of mind for you right now?
The sequence. Meeting coming up. First, internal reset. Prepare the conditions, not the speech. Second, focus your research. What's the one thing they're facing? Third, open with curiosity. What's top of mind? Then let your preparation guide you.
Reset, research, open with curiosity, let preparation guide.
This week's test. One meeting where you'd normally prepare your pitch. Instead, spend that time researching their world. Find one thing they don't expect you to know. See how it changes the room.
One unexpected insight.
One insight. That's all it takes to shift from salesperson to trusted advisor.
Which tool should I try first?
Whichever fits your next meeting. A. Prepare the conditions, not the speech. B. What's the one thing they're dealing with? Or C. What's top of mind for you? Drop your pick in the comments. I read every one.
What's next?
The mistake of entering the wrong battlefield, and why being in the right place matters more than being the best. Same calm tone, one usable line.
Ancient strategy, modern sales, one usable line per episode.